Alright, so basically doing another Great Talks, and as you see from the title and thumbnail, we're gonna be talking about Zeus Network. Um, Now I want to say what inspired me to make this video was I Am Lee's podcast. Y'all don't know I Am Lee. He formerly was known as All the Culture. If you're into hip hop YouTubers, he switched up his style. I would honestly say for the better for for himself. Um, I will leave his channel in the description and his podcast episode that inspired me to get this. It is the most recent one. And I even leave a timestamp of where he starts talking about Zeus Network. But I advise you you listen to the whole thing because it's interesting. Um, or even his podcast in general, they're all interesting. His new style of content, they're all interesting to watch and listen to. But if you just want to know of him talking about Zeus Network, I'll leave a timestamp for when he starts talking about that. Um, but I'm up here essentially giving my unneeded half cent into this. But let's start off with something before I dabble into what it's gonna lead into this. Um, so one thing is most should be obvious. I am indeed black. I am black. If you've seen from if you've been around my channel long enough, or even just the thumbnail, because I mean I have my little self my made software character on the thumbnail. It's obvious that I am. Um, One thing about me is that I don't like to make it a focal point. It might sound weird the way I'm wording it. I don't have the best way with wording things, but I don't like it to make a focal point. I'm not saying that most of us do, absolutely not, but a lot of black people do make it a focal point that they are black. They make it like they make it their whole identity, and I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. I'd rather have you um judge me based on my character or what I do, what my interests are, whatever effort I put into whatever field I'm dabbling into. But it sucks that a lot of black people, not only do they make it their not only do they make them being black their identity, they also like those kind of people, they tend to focalize you know other people being black instead of the things that they do. Like for example, um of course it was on Twitter, but there was this there's this black woman who was a pilot, and I think if I remember correctly, she was like, if she was doing a TikTok video showing that that she was flying a plane, and a lot of people, a lot of people were essentially congratulating her for being for being a pilot, for being an amazing being an amazing pilot, for the work for essentially the work that she put in, the effort that she's putting into being a pilot. She's amazing at her job. People, she's getting congratulated for that. I remember there was somebody that I saw, and there's even other people in the comments focalizing, instead of the work that she was putting in, instead of focalizing that she's a really good and amazing pilot, they was focusing on the fact that she was black. Not even just the fact that she was black and amazing. No, it was just the fact that she was a black pilot. It's like, what? I'm not I'm not cutting any of this out. This is just this gonna be real, like unedited, unfiltered. But because I'm running this off the dome, I'll have like no script or nothing. But what I'm essentially saying is, and it just goes for anybody, focus. We shouldn't focus on what they are in terms of race. It should never be their focal point. It should never be the focal point. What they do, the field that they're in, what how much effort they put in. Are they good in their field? If they're amazing, those should be the focal points. Even if they're bad, they're those should be the focal points, and that's how I want y'all to treat me as well. It shouldn't be that fact that I am just a black YouTuber. It should be I am like I'm a good or decent, or if y'all believe so, I'm a bad YouTuber. Those should be more the focal points than anything, instead of just of what I am, right? Now it's gonna be a weird lead in, but um the reason why I'm bringing up um being black and all this other stuff, because talking about Zeus Network, um what I am Lee claims, and something that I agree, is that Zeus Network is ruining black image. This ruining black image, and especially for black women. Now, first and foremost, let's I didn't even know about Zeus Network until he talked about it. I saw, the like if you go look at his thumbnail for the episode, it shows King Batch. I was like, oh, I'm already interested. I'm already interested because he's talking about King Batch, and lo and behold, um, it was about Zeus Network, and Zeus Network is founded by three popular Vine stars and a TV producer. We have Daystorm Power, which, seeing him being a founder of this kind of hurts, because because as somebody who watched, I didn't have the app. I didn't have the Vine app. But as somebody who watched Vine comps on YouTube religiously, Daystorm, I don't like, and there's like three different I say there's three different like branches of Vine creators. There's the I say the Hollywood branch, so that would include these three, the ones that went Hollywood. They went to Nearly all of them went to, like, when they made that transition to Instagram, or you went transition to YouTube. When Vine shut down, they went all to shot studios and try to make videos, in which most of them, nearly all of them, or even all of them, for certain popular Viners, they were just never funny, never entertaining, and none of that. Then we have, I say, the real goats of Vine, and that would include the holy trio, if y'all know, Kenny Knox, Meech Mars, and Dope Island. There's also like Victor Poe Jr., Caleb City. Um, I am forgetting some more, but we have the real people that really carried Vine, right? And then we have then there's the underrated section. Like the underrated unknown section, it's just more, of course, all the underrated YouTubers, no, not YouTubers, Viners. And the funny thing, and the good, and the I say the cool thing about Vine is there is so many people that uploaded Vine. You could still find hidden gems to this day. It's been Vine shut down, what, 2016, 2016, 2017. It's been like, what, five, 6, 7 years. To this day, you can still find hidden gems from Vine. It's insane. But you have those lineups. Um, and honestly, lost my track. But these three were in the Hollywood lineup, and Daystorm, I say he's one of the better ones. He's one of the better ones of that lineup, because Daystorm's vines were pretty funny. They were A lot of them were funny. I'll update later. A lot of them are funny. They were a lot of them were pretty creative. They're pretty cool. Um, Amanda Cerny, stop. Amanda Cerny, she was not. She was one that really wasn't entertaining on Vine. In fact, there's even well, there is when she transitioned over um to Instagram after obviously Vine, there was this whole lineup of I call it the Diesel Patches lineup because where he talked about basic I'm not gonna say the word basic white girl humor. There was a whole line. That's what the Diesel Patch lineup is, and that consisted of um Lele Pons, Helena Stark. I said that correctly. Lele Pons, Helena Helena Sarkis, Hannah Stalking. I'm mixing up names, and then there was Lily Singh and Amanda Cerny, which and I will say Lily Singh is the best one out of that whole lineup, but Amanda Cerny really just she's just in that lineup. She really was a nothing, even now still. Then there's King Batch. King Batch. You know what? It's funny that now I'm knowing that you're Canadian. It's funny that I'm now knowing that you're Canadian. um, King Batch. When it comes to King Batch on Vine, uh, when it comes to Vine, there was a lot of black creators that they partook in like racial jokes or racial stereotypes and all that. But there are a lot of them. But when it comes to King Batch, that's pretty much just mainly his content. He does have funny vines here and there. He does. I'm not gonna say that he doesn't. But that was if we were to rate Viners in terms of like album certifieds, King Batch would be diamond certified in minstrel singing on Vine. He essentially pioneered the same similar to how Shane Dawson pioneered minstrel singing on YouTube. King Batch pioneered minstrel singing um on Vine. Like you watch a Vine cop of his, you will definitely see it. You will definitely see it. So when I watched Lee's podcast, hearing that um Zeus Network, seeing that Zeus Network is that he claims that Zeus Network is ruining black image. It is not surprising in the very slightest that King Batch is involved. It is not surprising in the very slightest. And what Zeus Network contains, I'll show right here too. It mainly just consists of drama shows, which is pretty apparent considering that you see both. You obviously see Krishan. Is that Krishan right there? Yeah, it consists of Krishan, Blueface, and then you scroll down here, you see other shows. Um, I didn't even know Black China until he mentioned in this episode. I didn't even know Black China was had a thing on Zeus Network, or apparently Lil Tay, or I seen a clip of the show somewhere. I didn't even know this under Zeus Network. Um, but this network mainly just consists of drama shows, which basically we know it mainly caters to these type of show mainly just cater to black women who are into drama. They're cater to black women who just really do nothing but love to indulge themselves into drama, into just unneeded drama, whether it be from these shows, these reality TV shows, or especially talk shows, especially talk shows, and or even on social media, which the Shade Room is also a platform that I would like to say is destroying black image too. I would I love to claim that. And there's an obvious issue with this. These type of shows put black women in a bad light. They continuously bring up stereotypes of what people think black women are, like they're loud and they're always fighting and all this and that, because this is what these shows are. It's just always it's just always fighting over stupid stuff, and it's just a bunch of ridiculous stuff, and it really emphasizes the stereotypes that are put onto black women, and what makes it worse, a lot of black women, like I said, that specifically, you know, they just do nothing but indulge themselves in the drama. They feed into this type of content. They feed into all this negativity. They feed into these shows that are painting them in a bad light, and they a lot of them question why they're in a that um they get well they say they get oppressed. It's because of these shows that a lot of y'all are feeding into. And I'm not saying that you guys that y'all that black women are the sole reason as to why they're put in a bad spot. They're not. It's networks like these. It's networks like TV. It's like TV networks, internet networks, all this streaming services. Or it's just shows like these that are the reason. But but a lot of y'all do play a part. I feel like y'all play a part into feeding into this content, and it doesn't help. Really, really, I question why this network is even up. Seeing this, I don't even know why this question is even up. People, because we are constantly on King Batch's head. Why do we allow him to make a whole network when we know it's going to be bad? It's going to be bad. It's going to involve, you know, emphasizing or pushing stereotypes, because that's what he did on Vine, and that's exactly what is going on here. That is exactly what's going on here. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. And similar to how what I am Lee wants. I want I want all of us. I want all of us to be seen as better. I want y'all black women to be seen as better. But a lot of y'all, again, I'm not generalizing that all of y'all are into this. I know that for a fact that there's a lot of y'all that are not into this at all, but there's plenty that feed into this, and I want y'all to just realize what you're watching, realize that damaging this is damaging y'all, this is damaging your minds, to stop watching these type of shows, essentially, or even somehow in a sense try to get these shows canceled, because these don't need to be up. These shows don't need to even exist. They serve These shows really serve no purpose in life. They serve absolutely no purpose in life, but to just destroy us. I honestly, how I feel like I forgot the creator of the Boondocks' his name. I forgot his name. Um, if I'm doing a filter, I can just do it right now. Hold on. Creator of No, I don't want no Aaron Magruder. It's like I feel like Aaron Magruder when he made that one episode, and I know it's banned, but I mean you can still find it on YouTube when he made that episode on BET. He was saying that like he was claiming that it was ruining, like, it's ruining black people's minds because of the episode, because of the type of shows that they push. I feel like him. I feel like him telling you about that, telling y'all about um Zeus Network. That's how I Am Lee feels. I'm pretty sure that's how I Am Lee felt talking about Zeus Network, because it's the same thing. Essentially the same thing. It's ruining it's like these networks, these, especially these shows, are intended to ruin your minds, and we need to do better. We need to do better. This just has to stop. I feel like this genuinely just has to stop. We can I want the best for all of us, and we deserve to grow. We deserve to, I can't think of the word for it, but essentially we deserve to grow in every form. Especially since now we have a whole new generation on the way. We need to raise them. We need to raise them, to not feed into this type of BS. We shouldn't they should not feed into this at all. Um that's my mind just I'm brain farting. I just ran out of words. That's probably a sign I should just end it right here. Um Also, Emily, I don't know if you're gonna watch this. Um I have no clue. I have no clue who Jocelyn Hernandez is, but based on what you mentioned in your podcast, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Okay? If not knowing about her makes me a pure soul, I'm gonna keep it that way. Not that I even care. I don't even care. But from what you mentioned, that she sounds terrible. I don't want to know. But I had like I could have sworn I had more to say, but there are just times when you brain for it, and of course, and I'm gonna be stressing out over it after I'm done recording. But that's gonna be it. And wow, I really talked about it for that long. I really went on about it for that long. But that's just what I have to say. Um, I haven't done this. I've not done this like a real sit down and serious talk. Well, this is like my genuine like first sit down serious talk, but I haven't really done a talk, serious Ray talk since when I talked about Alinity. Though, like when she was doing a whole bunch of stuff that could have got her banned on Twitch, but Twitch was just on her side, especially when she threw her cat. That was straight up animal abuse. So this is like my first like real serious talk. If y'all want more of these, I could give some. There's plenty I could give. I have my opinions on certain things. Y'all just let me know if y'all interested. Either that, or I'll just make it anyway. But with that, I'll see y'all whenever.